Today I'm going to show you how to install one of these. Dimplex Linear Convection Baseboard Heater. That's French, that's English. Pretty easy to install, kind of cheaply made, but you know that, you bought it. So, one thing to note right away is it does not come with a thermostat in any way. It actually says that on the box. I found out the hard way. So you need one of these. Little thermostat here that goes into the unit, or you need a wall mounted thermostat, just a regular thermostat that you use to control anything. I chose these because this is what the customer wanted, so I'll show you how these work. First off, obviously, you're going to need some wire somewhere to power it to here. Open the box, pretty straightforward stuff here. You got a couple screws here to hold these little cover plates on the side. You should see this is where the wiring is inside here. So actually I'm going to do this side because this is the side that I'm going to install on. Pull that off. You're going to have to take this cover off anyway, so you might as well get it off now. Get it out of your way. It's on there pretty decently, so you gotta put that off to the side somewhere. You don't want to damage it because it's your face plate. As you can see, it's pretty simple. It's just gonna heat these things that's upside down. It's just gonna heat these up, come up through this vent here. Okay, so you got two wires coming into this thing. Now these two wires are running series on this whole unit to heat it, and it connects to the other side, so it just runs in series on itself. So now, what I gotta do now is strip this wire, put it through here, and I'll show you all that. What you'll note here on the top, you can get a look at this, come a little closer. These little knockouts here, that's for your thermostat. So the center obviously is for the dial, and these are for the two screws. So you're going to need to knock these out. Get a little punch or something if you got a little, you only have a little screwdriver or something, whatever will work. You just got to punch these out. So these things here are little clips that go into the back side and sit on the wall. Now, you've got to be cognizant of where your positioning is on this. I have a plug here, so I got to be careful where I'm going to put this thing. I want to be able to allow for the cover plate to cover that and to not get in the way of anything. So I'm going to want to put this kind of lower. I'm going to want this basically almost like resting on the baseboard. What you could do is you could cut the baseboard too if you wanted. I don't want to do that in case you just take this out later or something. Right? This little end here at the bottom, that would be something to sit basically on the floor or something like that, or you can use it there, but I don't need it. So I'm just going to cut it off a little. Snipsy. Gives you three. Give you three of these things. I don't think you need three, but whatever. You can use three if you like, but of course you're gonna want these where the studs are too, right? So you're gonna have to try and find your studs. So these things here have little. I'll zoom in so you can see that little clip, guys. And these little clip things will click into these. They don't clip very well. They're pretty cheap. So realistically, they're just like barely placeholders. Give a little mark. Again, because there's so many different holes here on the back side, you can put them anywhere you want. Which is good. It makes it easy for now where my wire comes in here. I have to make sure that my base heater covers that. and goes over to here. So but I've pre-measured this, that's why it works out that way. But you're gonna wanna make sure that you do something similar, that you're gonna pre-measure to know that you've got enough room for your base heater to go where it needs to go. You got one of these on the back side here. Boom, boom. There it is. Good. Push your wire through. Little tip for you, be careful when you're pushing around on this. Don't push on these. These will actually move in and throw this whole thing out of whack. So, don't want to do that. Don't ask me how I know that. Take this guy. And what I do is I just line it up real easy. That's lined up with that. And I know these holes right here, boom. That's where this thing can go. You hear the little click. Sometimes it doesn't. That bottom one doesn't, because like I said, these things are pretty garbage. They're being held by the tiniest of flimsiest little plastic. So if you get a click, if you don't, oh, heater set the position that you want. This is where having like a third hand would help, but you don't have one of those. Okay, that's a 1. That's a 2. Yeah, 2 on the bottom, and boom, boom, that's done. There you go. So now you're solid, you're on the wall. Time to carry on wiring this bad boy up. It's run on a 2-pole, so you got phase 1, phase 2, so you have no neutral on this. They're both hot. Your thermostat here. The thermostat comes with 2 screws. Comes with 2 different dials. I don't know why that one. It's white. Why would you use that? But whatever. So you have a choice. So before you put this on, make a note of behind the thermostat. I'm trying to get close for you here. You won't be able to see them, but there are little markings over them, and I'll tell you what it says. So on this top side one over here, it says off. This one's L1, this one's L2, and this is cycle. So line 1, line 2, this is turning the thing off, obviously, and this is cycling. So when you wire it up, you gotta wire it a specific way. So you put these in, obviously your line 1, line 2 are your 2 hots coming in, and then your off and your cycle are the 2 wires that go into the unit itself. So it's pretty basic when you're wiring this up. All of that is here in the instructions, if you so need. So in the instructions, obviously I've done this so I don't need it, but it'll show you on the one figure. There it is there. There's the breakdown of where they are. And on the back side, it'll show you how to wire either single pole or double pole. And this is a double pole wiring, so it'll show you here now. You've got, I know this is going to be impossible for you to see, but let's see if I get a little closer. So you can see your power supply goes to your L2, and your white power supply goes to your L1, and then the other 2 wires, doesn't matter which one, the cycle and the off. Okay, very simple. But we don't need no stinky instructions. Make sure that you ground it. The ground, this ground screw right here on the unit. When you're putting this in, you have to put it in this way. So okay, that's why you punched out those 3 little punches. You got spots for your screws. throw your. There's only one way to put these on anyway, so you can throw this on if you like. So line 1 is at the back here, back corner. Line 2 is over here. Line 1 goes to the white. And of course, it didn't come with any grommets or morettes, I mean. So we got some. Make use of them. I always have tons of these, but it would have been nice if it came with the thermostat. But I guess that would cost a couple extra pennies. So there's your white line in from your power source goes to the line 2 or line 1 on the thermostat. So it's the black one. Your black power source comes into the line 2, which is the red one on the thermostat. That wires out, obviously. Boom, boom. Okay, that's it. Now you're gonna pop your stuff back in wherever you can, where it's nice and neat. Grab your cup. And your other cover. Nice. That's it. Done. That's how you pull these Dimplex base heaters together. Good luck on your next one. If you like this video, obviously like and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one.